the Wandering Scribe. Through the rolling mists and winding roads of Brithvar, a land steeped in both legend and suspicion, came a traveler unlike any other. Clad in a tattered cloak and carrying a simple satchel filled with ink and parchment, he called himself Cashin. He was no warrior, no merchant, nor nobleman, just a scribe, or so he claimed. He wandered from village to village, setting up his station in the town squares, offering to write letters for the illiterate and record the tales of common folk. But soon unsettling whispers followed in his wake. The letters Cashin wrote seemed to carry an eerie weight. A farmer's plea for better harvests preceded an unexpected rainfall that saved his crops. A soldier's farewell to his beloved arrived just days before the war claimed his life. And the stories Cashin penned, simple recollections of village lore and whispered superstitions, often found their echoes in reality, as if his words carried the will of fate itself. As he arrived in the bustling town of Ravencourt, the townsfolk, though initially welcoming, began to watch him with wary eyes. It was there that he chronicled the tale of a noblewoman who would lose her betrothed before their wedding day, only for the tragedy to unfold within the week. His words wove stories into existence, and fear took root in the hearts of the people. Some called him a prophet, others a cursed soul who toyed with destiny. It was not long before Cashin's reputation reached the ears of Lord Everard, ruler of Brithvar, a man both feared and respected. Summoning Cashin to his grand hall, the lord regarded him with a scrutinizing gaze. "Tell me, scribe," he said, his voice like the grinding of steel, "do you control fate or merely witness its unfolding?" Cashin bowed his head. "I do neither, my lord. I only write what I see, and what I see often comes to pass." Unsettled by his answer, the lord posed a challenge. "Write for me a tale of peace and prosperity for my kingdom. Let us see if your gift bends to my will." And so Cashin did. By candlelight he wove words of a golden age, of bountiful harvests, of trade flourishing, of wars ceasing before they began. When the ink dried, he placed the parchment before Lord Everard. Days turned to weeks, and the air of Brithvar remained heavy with uncertainty. The people whispered of an impending famine, of distant armies mustering. Yet, contrary to their fears, the harvests flourished, the merchants returned with overflowing goods, and the once whispered rumors of war quieted. Had Cashin truly shaped fate, or had fortune merely turned in their favor? But with prosperity came fear of the unknown. Was the scribe a blessing or a harbinger of something far greater? Cashin, seeing the unease he had caused, knew it was time to depart. He left before dawn, his cloak vanishing into the misty roads of Brithvar, leaving behind only his writings and the lingering question: was he a man gifted with foresight, or merely a storyteller whose words held power beyond understanding? Legends say that Cashin still walks the lands, quill in hand, weaving the fates of those he meets. And in Brithvar his parchments remain, locked away in the archives, read only by those who dare to seek the truth of the Wandering Scribe.